please help me introduce Victor Theocharides.
Question. How many of you love dealing with chemicals? We got one chemistry fan. Any other takers?
No. Never taker.
I have an alarming fact for each and every one of you. You deal with chemicals every single day.
Is that so? Could you tell me why? I just need to know a little more information.
Yes, I'll be answering questions toward the end, but I'm going to explain why during my speech. Yes, very important. You run on chemicals. Chemistry is the central science for a reason. No, I am not talking about caffeine at Starbucks, Monster energy drinks for the gym goers pre-workout. It's not what I'm talking about. Your entire body and mind runs on chemical signals. It is the messenger system of your body. Today, I'm primarily going to be focused on one type. However, there are two types. Can anyone guess what these chemical messenger systems are? You love chemistry.
Thermochemistry.
Thermochemistry.
Blows stuff up.
Don't blow me up. Please. Neurons, yes. Woo. The other type? Oh, I am so sorry. We are having some technical difficulties due to my neurons misfiring. Anyone want to guess the other type?
Other type of what?
Chemical signals in your brain.
They're in balance.
Neurotransmitters.
Neurotransmitters is one that's similar to neurons. Hormones. What are neurotransmitters? What are hormones? Some of the neurotransmitters and hormones are used interchangeably, but hormones are testosterone, estrogens.
I didn't think that was a chemical signal. That doesn't make sense.
Everything is chemistry. Even water is chemistry. H2O.
Yeah, but the neurons and the hormones.
I appreciate your input. Yeah.
On the same level. Right?
I agree with you.
They're very similar. That's why I said they're used interchangeably. Thank you for bringing up that point.
Right? Can you explain the difference?
I'll take questions toward the end.
Okay. Thank you.
Remember, once and done.
But those are your hormones. Cortisol is the stress hormone. When you're stressed out, your body releases cortisol. No fun. Can be useful in certain circumstances, but no fun. Testosterone. Ooh. The testosterone is mainly for males, and it makes you aggressive. There's estrogen, just the female hormone. But we're going to be more focused on the other type, which are neurotransmitters. Why? Because they are important for absolutely everything that you do. We have many different neurotransmitters. I'm not going to cover all of them today, but the ones that I find more popular but also highly important. We have serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. You might be wondering, what are all these words of eloquence?
Yes.
They sound as if they should be up there with those other insane words that I can't pronounce half of them. Serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that tells your brain, I want to feel good. It's involved in well-being. How many of you like to feel good? You don't like to feel good? Or you just blast angry heavy metal and just be angry all day? Most people, 99% except this guy, like to feel good. And serotonin is responsible for the sense of well-being. Matter of fact, most antidepressants are what? They're SSRIs. I don't know if that's even up there. Might be. What do the SSRIs do? They're called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. They prevent the reabsorption of serotonin back into your brain, which creates more serotonin in the brain. Later, I will discuss how you can naturally increase those.
So did you mention dopamine?
Dopamine, yes. Dopamine is what I'm going to discuss next. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that's involved in motivation, specifically reward-based motivation. How many of us are here to not only improve our speaking skills, intrinsic motivation, but also earn that DTM? I know many of you have already earned your DTMs, but that is
What is that?
the reason. Distinguished Toastmaster. Yes. That's why many of us are here. Oxytocin is the love neurotransmitter. You might just think, oh, I'm all gushy. I found the love of my dreams. But really, that's your body releasing oxytocin, and you're just a chemical concoction nightmare. But it's the release of oxytocin. Finally, we have epinephrine and norepinephrine. I'm sure many of you already know what that is. Adrenaline. Many drugs affect the neurotransmitter system. Most of them, well, certain ones affect the hormonal system, for example, anabolic steroids. However, other ones, including antidepressants, they affect the serotonin system, dopamine system, or other systems. For example, certain drugs such as MDMA, psychedelics, LSD, they affect the serotonin system of the brain, whereas certain other drugs, Adderall, amphetamines, cocaine, they affect the dopamine system. Since the dopamine system is used in reward-seeking behavior, it's also involved in pleasure-seeking behavior, and that's why those drugs are so addictive. Drugs affect that system, and drugs are highly addictive. However, there are ways that you can actually improve how your neurotransmitters operate without the need for those. For example, cardiovascular exercise. How many of you love cardiovascular exercise? I hear a laugh. Yeah, I know you. I seen you at the gym. I've seen Andrew come in one day, and I thought he was going to lift weights because I see him lifting weights a lot, and he's just on the treadmill running. Man, I wish I could do that. Cardiovascular exercise actually helps your neurotransmitters operate better. Believe it or not, if your neurotransmitters operate the way it's meant to, it will actually improve your intelligence. Yes.
Really?
There was a study on a school, I forgot which state it was in, but kids came to the school early and participated in, I believe it was 45 minutes to an hour exercise routine. And this school outperformed other schools in worldwide math competitions. Because the teenagers.
Does it work for adults?
Yes. Just gotta get in the gym or go somewhere and do it. But yes, cardiovascular exercise can improve how your neurotransmitters operate. What else can improve it? Sleep. Sleep will improve how your neurotransmitters operate because when you go to sleep, you are resetting your brain. The other night, I went to sleep, and can you believe it? I got over 8 hours of sleep. It was actually incredible. I don't even think that's legal anymore. I think that's going to be illegal soon.
You sleep and dream about what you're gonna do the next day or have that on your mind. Are you still resetting your brain?
Yes, you're still resetting your brain, and you have precognition of what's to come. If you see a lot of numbers, remember it, write it down.
It's not just length of sleep though, it's like quality too.
Quality is very important. Thank you for mentioning that. That's a very good point. But that is one way you can also increase how your neurotransmitters operate. For epinephrine and norepinephrine, an interesting study showed that people are depressed are low in epinephrine and norepinephrine. Therefore, even though epinephrine is and norepinephrine is for adrenaline, it's also responsible for feeling good. To improve that, something uncomfortable, just like cardio, ice baths. Increase epinephrine and norepinephrine. Diet. The reason that diet is important is because certain precursors to neurotransmitters are found in diet. For example, serotonin is derived from L-tryptophan, which is an amino acid. An amino acid is what is formed when protein breaks down.
Is that why the people go swimming when it's cold?
Yes.
What are those people called?
Crazy.
Psycho.
The what?
Psychotic.
Yeah, they go in the winter.
Crazy.
Finally, the final way to improve how your neurotransmitters operate is fun. I know all of you love fun except this guy. Laughing, having more joy, doing things where time disappears, getting into a flow state. That can help improve your serotonin, dopamine, as well as other neurotransmitters. Fellow Toastmasters, you're a chemist, believe it or not. Yes, you've been living chemistry for longer than 8 years, therefore you should be a PhD in chemist. You are. Because you operate based on chemicals, chemical messengers, and they are responsible from everything from your motivation to how happy you feel, or if you fall in love with somebody. And you improve that through sometimes things that makes you uncomfortable, cardiovascular exercise. I know. You could have fun with it though. Sleep, diet, and having fun. Get out there and get those chemical signals to get you to your best point. I'm opening up for questions. Any questions?
I still don't understand the difference between neurotransmitters, hormones, and
That's actually great because
whatever the other one was.
based on recent research, I've discovered that a lot of scientists don't understand that either. Because
Why is that?
melatonin is considered a hormone and a neurotransmitter, as well as cortisol, they're saying could be a neurotransmitter or hormone. There's certain neurotransmitters that science is actually saying is a neurotransmitter and a hormone at the same time. I don't even think they can get it right, therefore I don't expect you to as well.
Wow.
Any other questions? Science sometimes changes the classifications for stuff. Any other questions?
I don't think so, dude. Told me I can't get it done.
Tell you what,
I think my hormones went down a little bit.
You got a doctor for that.
Like, yeah.
well, cardiovascular exercise, get some good sleep, eat some good food, and you'll be all right.
All right.
Any other questions?
Yeah, we're.
All right. You want to go to www.chatgpt.com. I told ChatGPT, write me a speech in 30 minutes. Just kidding. All right, that is my time. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.